Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot. Suitcases, Tetris style.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy?
Uh-huh.
No going back this time. Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax, carpets.
I meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant. If things go to plan, it'll be smooth sailing.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
A General Hospital fan podcast. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Port Charles 411. It is Lucky and Liz Part 6, Lucky Part 9. This all comes from Curly Q Girls edit number edit 1 through 5. No, sorry. It's her edit of Lucky and Liz number 3. And I just know that at least the next couple weeks are going to be between June 29th and November 3rd. Today, we are definitely not getting that far. And I did not read anything. I just looked at the paragraphs and kind of put together where might look like a good stopping point. So let's hope that I was right.
All righty.
So we pick up, where did we leave off last time? It was Liz was saying that she was so thankful that she has Lucky, that she always feels better when he's around or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They were hanging out in the box car and so Lucky and Liz are walking towards the docks. Lucky asks her how her sessions with Gail are going. She admits that they are going very, very slowly. She discloses that she feels like she can almost trust Gail, but wishes it didn't take so long. Lucky tells her that Gail is a shrink and not a fairy godmother, even though Liz would prefer her to be one. Liz wishes she would just wave a magic wand and everything would go away, but she admits that she knows it will take time, just like it will take time for Lucky to get over learning that his dad raped his mother. Liz wishes that they could just skip over all of it and get there already. She confesses that she is sick and tired of living like this, that she wishes this would all go away. She then tells Lucky that if he tells her to be patient, she will punch him. Mm-hmm. He laughs and tells her not to be patient. He suggests that she bite her nails or pace on the floor and scream about how unfair it all is and see if that works. At this advice, she sarcastically replies, "Thank you, oh wise one." And that's something that we have seen in their relationship since he's been back, is this little back and forth that I personally feel like we have not seen that again when he's come back before.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky wonders why she is so hard on herself. He tells her she is doing great and that she is so much better than when it first happened. She tells him she didn't feel that way. So this would have been 4 months after? Yeah, June.
Yeah, like
end of June, July. Would have been about 4 or 5 months after. He reminds her of the fact that she was unable to get out of bed back then, ready to bolt if someone looked at her at Kelly's. She admits that she still feels these things, but he tries to encourage her by telling her that she got out of bed, she doesn't run away. She even performed at the nurses' ball in front of half the town. Liz admits that even though she was able to sing and dance in front of people, she is still a basket case, afraid to walk down the street by herself, afraid of being touched, and afraid of being touched. She tells him she is afraid that she will never have a normal relationship, but also tells him that she refuses to accept this as her fate. She then gets an idea in her head. She asks Lucky to help her, and he agrees. The help she asks for, she asks him to kiss her, somewhat embarrassed and unsure of what his response will be. Lucky's eyes reveal a combination of surprise, desire, and fear at her request. Gosh.
They're so cute.
This is what's wrong with us, though. She tells him he is the only guy she can trust, and if she does what she is most afraid of, she will maybe be able to get past her fear. Okay, you can read next.
I love the Lucky expressions that you get every time that we read.
I don't know what's wrong with me. It just makes me happy.
It's good because it takes you back to that 16, 17, 18-year-old. Adorable. Lucky begins to touch her hair, then caresses her face. They both lean in for the kiss. They barely touch noses, and Liz freaks out, gets up, and walks away. Lucky then gets up and goes after Liz. He catches up to her and apologizes. She says he wouldn't have tried to kiss her if she hadn't asked him to. He tells her that he's wanted to kiss her for months. She's surprised. She tells him she had a crush on him long before the rape, about buying the new dress for the Valentine's Day dance when she thought they had a date. They run into Mr. Murdy, and he offers to tutor Elizabeth during the summer. Lucky hates the idea, but he sees it as another chance to prove that Murdy is the rapist.
Why do you have to go and interrupt that beautiful moment?
Right? I hate him. Liz and Lucky meet outside Audrey's. Lucky says he needs to leave to keep a promise to himself. Lucky visits Nicholas and asks how Nick knows about Elizabeth. The blinking neon rape survivor group sign at the hospital was his first clue. Nick says he won't talk. Nick goes to see Liz and assures her that he won't talk. Liz is glad, but Lucky comes upon them and is furious. Liz tells Lucky Nick was being nice and made her feel better. Liz tries to talk about Luke with Lucky, but stops when she gets a dirty look. She's chipper, and Lucky is glad she's happier. He mentions Nick going over and telling her he would keep the rape a secret. He criticizes Nick for doing such a thing, but Liz thought he was just trying to be nice. Lucky says she's missing the point. Liz says that every time she faces someone who knows about the rape, it makes her stronger. Like with Nicholas and his mother, Lucky is surprised. She went the night of the incident in the park. She went the night of the incident in the park with Murdy. After Lucky left her house, she was wound up and she just wanted to talk to someone who had been there. She wanted to know that all the bad things would go away. Lucky doesn't think she should have gone to see her. She needed help, she said. She married the man that raped her, he said, but she got past it. No, she didn't, he said. She made excuses, but she made me feel better. Doesn't that count for anything? Lucky should know how much she appreciates him. She doesn't know where she would be without him. But she got raped, and if she said that Laura made her feel better, then that's what she did. Lucky tells her Laura is sick, and so is Luke. But she said that she had her reasons, and Liz says maybe he doesn't know Laura as well as he thought he did. And she does after one meeting, he asks. She knows that they have something in common and that one day maybe they can be friends. He doesn't think Laura deserves Liz's friendship. She doesn't agree and thinks maybe she should go. When she gets no response from Lucky, she leaves, leaving a very upset looking Lucky. I like that she went to his mom. I get that he doesn't get it, but I like that she needed to talk to someone and like had a trusted adult there to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So Liz
and I like how she's trying to explain, I'm not okay with what your dad did, but talking to your mom made me feel better because it helped. Right. It helped. However, it helped. And that's kind of what the point was.
Exactly.
He didn't go to betray him and to...
Right. They didn't talk about him. It wasn't like they were gossiping about him and trying to get Luke and him back on track or whatever. They were strictly talking about what Liz needed.
Right.
So Liz is in the park and she has a flashback. Lucky takes her hand. She thought it would help to go there even in the daylight. What if I never know? What do I do then? Lucky tells her she doesn't have to change for him. Luke comes up. He and Lucky have words. Luke tells Lucky that Luke and Laura have talked about the rape and that they're moving beyond it. He's come to ask Lucky not to take it out on his mother anymore. Lucky asks if this is Luke's way of getting Laura to forgive him. Luke gets mad. He's been gentle, but he has a daughter to think about. Lucky is not a product of rape, but of love. My wife and I have something complicated. It's called a marriage. It's who we are. Luke is through asking Lucky's permission to love Laura. He walks out. Lucky is on the verge of tears. Liz brings drinks and asks if he's okay. He looks tired. It's cost her so much energy hating the guy who's raped her, and she doesn't even know him. It must cost so much more hating someone you love. Aww.
Oh, man. So Liz shows up to talk with Laura. Laura tells her that she is always welcome and not just because of Lucky. Okay, and we have all seen like Liz and Laura have this beautiful friendship and relationship no matter what. And it truly started even before she was with Lucky. She shared with Liz the fact that some good things came from her last visit. Liz tells Laura that Lucky really does love her, but there are a million things he feels that he can't show. She tells Laura about Luke and Lucky's running in the park and that Lucky looked as if he was going to explode. She tells Laura that she can't stand to see him hurting. She thinks that Lucky is waiting for one of the parents to come and say something that will make it okay for him to come home, something that will make it all better. Laura tells her that even if Lucky was around to hear it, she's unsure of what to say to him. Liz shares an idea with Laura about how to get them all together. Liz tells Laura that Lucky is teaching her everything there is to know about fishing and tells her that if she and Luke happen to be taking a walk by the docks tonight, she and Lucky would be there. Laura thanks her for the idea, and Liz replies, "There isn't much I wouldn't do for your son." Laura tells Liz that she can see Lucky clearly feels the same way about her. Liz tells her that there is another reason she wants Lucky to be reunited with his family. It's like a story that she needs to know the ending to. She tells Laura that she is still struggling to get over being raped. It invades her thoughts, and even when she's not thinking about it, it affects how she interacts with people, how she dresses, where she feels free to go. Liz thinks that by watching and listening to Laura, she can learn how to move on with her life since Laura was able to. Laura tells her that what happened to Liz, being raped by a stranger, is a worst person's nightmare. Liz replies that being raped by someone you love must be worse. Well, at the time, Laura didn't love Luke.
Right.
I mean, she knew him. They were, quote, friends. Liz then feels like she may have been out of line with her comment. Laura tells her that the observation is correct. Laura explains to Liz that her behavior around Luke, being near him, wanting to comfort him, stemmed from her inability to deal with her growing feelings for him. Oh, no. Why do I not because we were watching this before we realized what she was saying is she was basically taking accountability for her own rape, and that's not how that works.
Yep.
She wanted to be the woman in his life, even though she was married to Scott. Liz thinks that Laura is blaming herself for being raped, but Laura reflects that if she had known more about herself and what she had wanted back then, it wouldn't have happened. Okay,
No.
so if you are just now listening to this, I think it was the second Lucky and Liz episode. In one of the other Lucky and Liz episodes, we did read an article that Jeannie Francis no longer apologizes, no longer holds accountability for Laura. You know, it's no longer a romantic thing that happened, but it was a violent thing that happened, and she's not making excuses for it anymore. So I don't like reading this. We all know that she was wrong about.
Right.
Not a fan of telling people that they're wrong about their feelings, but the writers were wrong to make Laura feel this way. She tells Liz that her experiences were very different. Liz remarks that there was another difference. It was Liz's first time, and Laura was married. Laura reassures her that she is still a virgin. She hasn't made love yet. Liz says that she likes Laura's definition, but Liz seems worried about it, so Laura comforts.
Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy? Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax
I
covered.
meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.
Lucky is trying to teach Liz everything he knows about fishing, explaining the different kinds of fish there are while Liz is holding the fishing pole. Lucky cuts his finger on a fishhook. Oh, I hate that. Liz refuses to catch any fish if she has to eat them. Lucky tells her that he will clean them. He tells her that they can build a fire on the beach and she won't believe how good they will taste. Luke and Laura are walking towards the docks. Where's this beach that they're going to be making fish on?
Right.
Maybe it's the same one that Joss surfs at. Luke and Laura are walking towards the docks. Luke thinks that it is better if they just keep walking, but Laura wants to talk with Lucky. She doesn't want to be the one who decides whether they talk or not. As they approach, Lucky hears them and turns to stare at them. Laura tries to make small talk with Lucky by asking him if the salmon are running, but Lucky tells Liz that they should move onto the breakwater. Liz tells them she will go and he has something to say to his parents. Lucky pleads with Liz not to leave him with them. Laura asks Lucky if he feels like he can't talk to them at all. Then she notices that he is bleeding and gets a worried look on her face. He tells her to give up the worried mother act and tells him that she will never give up on him and wants to know if this makes him angry. She tells him she is angry too, and so is his father, and his poor little sister doesn't understand why she is at home and Lucky isn't. At the mention of Lulu, Lucky pleads, "You want to keep it above the belt, huh?" Laura tells him that, as far as she can see, he is the only one who doesn't have anything to be angry about. He was never neglected or mistreated or abused. He retorts that his parents have been living a lie to him his whole life, that's all. Luke suggests to Liz that they get a cup of coffee at Ruby's, presumably to give Laura and Lucky some privacy. But Lucky doesn't go for it. He tells Luke, "No, I think she's fine, Dad. Yeah, she's here with me. You were just passing." Luke gives up and sits down. Laura realizes that seeing Lucky was hard on Luke. He tells her that she protects him like a mother bulldog. Luke knows that Lucky feels he needs to accuse Luke because Laura hasn't. Laura worries that Luke loves his son so much that he will not defend himself to Lucky and he will just let his son keep hurting him. Lucky can't believe that his mother is defending his father no matter what. Liz comments that Laura isn't afraid of Luke. Lucky thinks that Laura is trying to get to Liz to make an impression on her. He tells her that he already knows his parents better than she does. Liz replies that she knows they are not his enemies, yet that's how he's treating them. She can't believe that he can have a civil conversation with Nicholas, but not his parents. She tells him she knows that this is hard for him, but if he had to pick one of his parents to really listen to, even if he didn't always agree with them, who would he choose? His answer, his mom. Liz suggests that he give it another try, go and talk with just his mom, or at least think about it. She asks him to do this for her, then decides that it's not fair to put it that way. His response, "Well, for you, you know." He smiles and says, "I'll think about it." Liz then goes to... I am ridiculous, I'm sorry.
It's so cute.
I just see it in my head where he's just like, "Oh, for you, I will." Liz then goes to the payphone nearby to check in with Audrey because we didn't have cell phones then. Audrey then tells her that not everybody had a cell phone then. We'll put it that way.
Right.
Audrey tells her that Mr. Murdy called and that he made her promise to send Liz to see him tomorrow alone.
Ugh. Liz and Murdy meet in the classroom alone. She has her tape recorder in her purse, ready to gather evidence against him. Lucky is outside the window. He ducks as Murdy closes it. Liz freaks out about being alone with Murdy, flashes back to the rape. She doesn't see Lucky at the window and leaves in a hurry. Liz meets Lucky at the restaurant. He mentions Sly in passing, saying his cousin now has a rock band, and Lucky's been hanging out with them and got a cassette recorder from one of the members, which he has used to make a tape for Liz. He gives her the tape. Liz confesses to Lucky that she told his mother they'd be at the pier the night Luke and Laura happened upon them fishing. She wants him to understand why she did it. He's always doing sweet things for her, and he seems to know what she needs before she even does. So she wanted to return the favor. What's the one thing you need most and won't ask for? Her answer is a reconciliation with his parents. As Lucky listens to Liz's confession, he goes blank. A very chilling and realistic acting choice. He doesn't frown. He doesn't show anger. His face is just drained of emotion. He isn't happy, that's for sure. "Elizabeth, this isn't good," he says as he has to think about this development and leaves. Lucky appears at Liz's bedroom window and she lets him in. He is concerned about the tape he gave her. Seems he mixed up his tapes and gave her the wrong one and wants to retrieve it. They get involved in a friendly struggle over the tape and Liz winds up pinned on the bed, making them both suddenly self-conscious. He pulls away, checks the tape, thinks it's the right one after all, and turns to leave. Liz turns on the tape and it's apparent that he had given her the wrong one after all. He is stopped in his tracks as his voice pours out from the tape player singing a sweet lullaby he has written, Elizabeth. Liz is touched as she listens to it, but Lucky is embarrassed. "I'm not a singer or a songwriter." Elizabeth disagrees. "I've never heard anything so beautiful." Lucky didn't want her to hear it until it was perfect, and she figures it already is. They come very close to kissing. There's a lot of standing very close and looking deeply into each other's eyes as they talk, but no one ever closes that last bit of space. Lucky crawls back out of the bedroom window, and Liz clutches her tape and smiles. And the look on Shan's face, everyone should get
I didn't
to
realize
see.
that was said.
She is just so cute.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so we're not going to play it right now
Okay.
because there's something better later. I want to play it when he plays it.
Yeah. All right. So then Liz comes up to Lucky at Ruby's. Is he avoiding her? There are things she wants to tell him. He's convinced she hates his song. She loves it. It helps her sleep, and it's so perfect. He offers to walk her home. After Lucky sees his mother, he tells Liz it wasn't so good, in a way because of her. He wanted Liz to be there to help him explain. Liz says he needs her to just a little.
And this is where I mean, it's shorter, but next week it looks like it picks up with an event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like we've talked about, it's it's not a short event, I think. I don't know. I feel like it completely changes.
Changes tone. Yeah, if it changes tone, then you want to leave us with the squishy Lucky feeling.
Yes, but honest to goodness, I literally, when I was scrolling through this to figure out a break, I only read the line, Liz says that he needs her too, just a little, and then the first line of the next page. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a complete shift. So we're going to stop here. I didn't realize it was right after that. Okay. So I guess join us on Monday as we see if anything has progressed with Lucky and Liz.
I can't imagine anything more happened with them.
No, just
so cute. So yeah, have a good weekend.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com. Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy?
Uh-huh.
Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax
I
covered.
meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.